Awesome. All right, next one. This one is close to me because this is education reform.
Oh yeah.
My goodness, I cannot stand education in America. I cannot stand it. I think
rough.
they're indoctrinating kids.
Yeah.
I think they teach the complete wrong things.
Yeah.
My wife is Swedish, and I know about their schooling systems there.
Yeah.
They have trade high schools. They have music high
Vocational
schools.
Yeah.
Vocational schools.
Yes.
Like high schools though. Not,
yes.
And it's like you get to dabble in what you want to do, before you go get tossed into college. Yeah. And then
before you decide how to categorize yourself with $80,000 of debt and a lifetime on the line, right? Like small potatoes.
Right, exactly. Well, and that's another thing is the debt that these predatory lenders are shoving down the throats of these kids.
College reform is so needed, so needed.
Right. I mean, I feel it goes hand in hand.
It does. It's like step one and step two. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here are my ideas and kind of my standards. I think most people agree that American education is suffering. People disagree as to why.
Yeah.
But I mean, when we look at global rankings, we're slipping, and it's not good. It's kind of embarrassing. So one thing for like K through 6 that I see that is really good. You reference like Sweden, right? Some European countries are doing is shorter hours. More hands-on learning for the kids, more outdoor time, less lecture time. Because right now what we see in the U.S., like even K through 6, is we're treating these 7-year-olds like they're college students. Like they're going to lectures for 8 hours a day, and they're told like good kids sit in their seats and stay quiet. And you're like, no, this is a 7-year-old. A good kid goes and builds something and learns 2 + 2 and learns how to spell, but also stays active and has shorter school hours. And those countries that implement these in Europe, that these shorter hours, more hands-on learning, they're doing better. There's also an idea called portfolio-based testing. So portfolio-based testing is basically just a movement away from just standardized testing. So I have my issues with standardized testing as someone who is not traditionally academic in like an academia sense, a standardized testing sense. I definitely support the portfolio-based testing, which is based on participation, based on speaking, based on projects, based on a lot more creativity rather than just the standardized tests. And the standardized test factors into it, but it's more of a kind of like a holistic view of measuring education, and it's even more tailored student to student. So I think that's really good. And then I'm a big supporter of school choice.
School choice, absolutely.
I think that any representative who has their kids in either a top tier public school or in a private school should not be allowed to vote on school choice.
I agree with that.
They should be like, hey, what school do your kids attend?
Right.
Oh, like Joe Schmo private school. That's like $80,000 a year. Yeah, you are abstaining from this vote.
Right.
Your
exactly.
vote doesn't count here
It
because like either it does or you have to vote for it, because that's clearly how you're voting with your time, money, and your children.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, right?
So you're saying you have the choice to
Yes.
put your kids in. Okay, sure, the school is super expensive.
Yeah.
So maybe,
But you do it.
But they're still. See, that's what people don't understand. They think just because if school choice was implicated, that super rich Uber school would get screwed out of something, and it's like no, they would still exist.
Yes.
But schools across the board have to compete, and that's
competition
what we
drives
need.
excellence.
Exactly.
Like that is
we've lost
gorgeous.
that.
And if a good public school is so desired by the inhabitants that are around it, they're going to take their vouchers or their tax credits or whatever it may be. There are different ideas of how to implement school choice.
Yeah.
Basically, for those who don't know, it's your money coming back to you. Your money that you pay for education anyway, coming back to you, so that if you choose a private school, you're not paying twice, once through taxes, once through the school fee.
Exactly.
So your voucher, your tax break, whatever it is, comes back to you, your tax return. And then if you like your public school, if it's awesome, you go there anyway because it's more convenient, because it's right there. It's already established. But if it really sucks, or the people who would be helped most here are low-income individuals, low-income families who are already taxed. And now they say, wait, I got this money. Now, of course, there has to be a government system where you prove that you're spending it on education. You're not spending it on anything else.
Right.
But I can now choose to go to this nice school with this, whatever, $5,000 that was taken out of my paycheck anyway, annually.
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing that will raise up communities, I think, and like you said, create competition.